floor, a rehab floor?
No. It is just like just a trauma floor is what they call it. And it was terrible because she just laid there for 5 months after that. I mean, they have minimal, speech, occupational. When I look back on it now, I didn't realize it at the time, but I feel like they just thought she wasn't going to do much. And they didn't, they told us that there just wasn't money. They weren't there to do physical therapy. That's not what they do. We are here to make sure the person is medically safe, and that's it. She had a feeding tube, she had a trach, and the social worker came down like about a month later, it was at the end of February, and said, okay, it's time to go home now. And we actually thought about it for, a night. I called my friends at the TBI support group. This is why support groups are so important. They said, don't you dare do that, because once you take her home, you will never get back in the system, such as the system is. Well, I found out that there was no place for her to go. There was no nursing homes, because none of them in the area take anybody with a trach. So that was a huge problem. That's why she stayed there for 5 months.
Is it Bayfront?
Bayfront.
Do they not have a rehabilitation floor?
Yes, they do.
Why didn't they move her there?
Because they said you have to be able to withstand 3 hours of rehab, and they said she couldn't do that.
Was she doing anything?
Very little, very little.
When did she first speak?
I know the first word she said was stop. Because we were exercising her legs, and she screamed out, stop.
Is it when she's on the 5th floor?
Oh, said stop. Alan, yes. It was March 20th.
So from the 13th of January to the 20th of March, she was showing some cognitive functioning, but
oh yeah,
first words were near the end of March.
She was following commands. You tell her to do things, and she started doing that.
What would, for example, what kind of a command would you
We
give
would
her?
say, I have here, on February 22nd, follow command by putting hand on railing of chair and down again. So we were saying, put your hand on the railing, okay, and take it off. She was doing that.
Was she recognizing people?
Yes, she knew who we were, yeah, and my sister, and her brothers, yeah.
Did she ever show any positive emotion when she saw you? I should say, when did she start to show?
Gosh, that's a hard question. I don't know if I know the answer, because that's still something that's kind of missing, is the emotion.